Probably the thing we need the most in the world right now is a realignment of perspective and an understanding that actually relinquishes understanding for trust. And that's Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6. You learn in Sunday school. If you never went to Sunday school, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make our path straight. I don't know how he'll make a way, but I know he will. It's really it. It's a Sunday school song.
So we started writing. I was playing piano in his office, and we kind of just started to riff for a little bit, and then, he was singing some melodies, and then I remember him singing that melody for the chorus. I don't know how you make go away, but I know you will. I remember both of us just feeling this sense of like, that's kind of hitting really in a really good spot.
I'd make these really kind of crummy, disjointed demos, but where I'd let every accident known to man happen and exist, and then if Dan was into it, I'd be like, all right, well, do you want to go lay down some proper beats?
Once I'd built the session, we just all got into the live room as a band. It was Joel on bass, Dylan on electric, I played drums, and I'm pretty sure we had Chris Davenport on piano. We didn't really talk about like what we wanted for it, we just got in there and started jamming. And so after the third time, we felt like it was in a really good spot. I did a drum take with those parts, and that's pretty much the parts on the song. I remember I came in the day after and I re-recorded the drum parts, but with cooler, tighter sounding drums and like a cooler vibe, like more groove and not as intense. And Joel was like, I think it just needs to be what it is. And I was like, okay, good, because it feels better when I just play it like the way you want to play that song.
Dan and I were working on guitars, and Joel came in, and I think I'd already been working on some parts, and we'd had a few like initial ideas, and then Jolie and I like fleshed out what became that intro kind of main hook. And I remember Jolie singing it, and then like I kind of added a little bit of flair to it, and then the three of us over probably a couple of hours really dived in and nailed that, what was that kind of, I guess, core intro riff. I had some ideas for the chorus, but then we sent it back to Sydney and Michael really dove in. And when I got those guitars back from what Chisler did, I was like, that's very, very nice. It's kind of nice to hear someone else's perspective. And then that kind of, all of those guitars became like the anchors to the chorus.
There's not really many people that are as in love and knowledgeable as Tenny with synthesizers and like keyboards, and that's his world. Like, he's so good at it.
The first thing was you hear in the song is that little synth part, doom, doom, doom. And I don't know, like, to me it feels almost like it's like a count in, but like a drum, but like that's all like. And Tenny's smart enough to come up with that, and just like, and it features, it's how the song starts and how it ends. And there's something about the way that wraps the song up in like the most innocuous little thing.
Ben, we kind of sung in a guide vocal to send to Sydney, and I ended up like frying it, and like it like peaked the preamps. I don't even know what the right terms are.
Hastings has like this crazy tone to his voice. When he sings loud, if you stand next to him, it sounds like it's distorting. And he sings so loud these days that I honestly don't think it was Dylan's fault. Like, give him the benefit of the doubt. It's like he sang so loud into that mic. He was probably holding the microphone this close. There's nothing Dylan could have done.
It all shakes out. The gates of hell don't stand a chance.
When Hastings came in and he sung it like a man possessed, and plus I was just like, Ben, like, he's always had like the voice of an angel, a beautiful voice, but it's like there's something different. There was some different texture that he's grown into or he's developed that I hadn't heard, like not at least face to face, and he just sung it with so much conviction. At that point, it made sense for him to sing it. And on the whole, I'd say the song is kind of halfway between the body of work that we're working on and probably our last album. And I think that's there's a nice kind of union there. It's not too far adrift, but it's not too far the same. We're not on that shore and we're not on that shore. It's what the song is saying. We're in the middle. Yeah.